When I was in the singles group at Crystal Cathedral, the director called me in one day and said, we have this great grief recovery program that's I'm broken and bleeding and wish I could die. Help. And we have this I'm ready for a new relationship program, but we have nothing for the gap in the middle. That stage where you say the bleeding has stopped. Now, who am I? One is a whole number. About 12 of us who had been single again long enough to feel good about ourselves met every week for about 3 months to identify what were the pieces that moved us from I'm half a person to one is a whole number and I'm ready to live life again. That is where phase 2 was born.
Hi, I'm Jojo Fong. DGR is an eye opener of the past, the present, and the future.
I learned tremendous things. It was like a new revelation to me. My whole life changed through that class.
One of our slogans is, "It is true that the truth sets you free." But before it does, it gives you a whole bunch of pain. We can make friends with our story to the point that we enjoy the reaction we get from other people when we tell it. That keeps us stuck. So the first session, we look at what is your painful truth and how do you move beyond being stuck in it. Another area we identified was emotions. We discovered that we had dealt with some of the surface emotions, but sometimes there was a rage inside of us. Sandy Heron calls it something touches our pool of pain and we absolutely explode, and we don't even know where that came from. Well, in phase 2, we identified how we got in touch with that and how we diffused that so we could gain control over our emotions again. After all those heavy topics, it's time for us to laugh. Laughter is healing. When we're under stress, we tend to move into the weaknesses of our personality and live there. To be happy and productive and move on with life, we need to live in our strengths. A strength carried to excess becomes a weakness. So we spend this week laughing at our idiosyncrasies and reclaiming the person God made us to be when He knit us together in our mother's womb. The next thing we realized we needed to deal with before we could move on to create a healthy, happy life was taking care of our past, taking care of the baggage that we tend to carry with us from situation to situation, relationship to relationship, and it slows us down and clouds our reality. We need to identify where we're broken, what caused the brokenness, and what we can do to break the bondage so that it no longer controls us, it no longer owns us. A tough and amazing session. We will always be bonded in some ways to that person that we promised to love, honor, cherish, and obey. It doesn't matter whether it ended by death or divorce, they will always be a part of who we are. But before we're ready for a healthy new relationship, we need to take care of some loose ends. If we don't, we carry them as baggage into a new relationship, and the new relationship isn't healthy. So this week we'll look at the things that need to be taken care of so you can move forward with a productive life and, if you choose, a new healthy relationship. We call it rebonding. Bonding in a healthy relationship, either a friendship or a romance, it doesn't matter. We bond in a very predictable pattern. We'll take a look this week at the love languages and at the process of bonding in a healthy way. Donald Joy, one of the experts on rebonding, in fact, the author of the book Rebonding, says that when we bond in a healthy way, it is next to impossible for anything to destroy our love. Week 7 is another fun week. We go back to look at personalities. The first time through, we looked at who am I? How did God make me? How can I embrace myself and forgive myself and learn to build on my strengths and compensate for the weaknesses? Week 7 is how does that interact with people who are not like me? We have a little slogan, not good, bad, right, wrong, but different. And it's okay to be there. It's not okay to stay. So how do the personalities interact? How do I give other people grace? How do I accept who I am without trying to change the whole world to look like me?
Hi, I'm Anne, and this program has been a lifesaver for me. And whoever is hurting, that's what you need. Come and see us.
We begin a phase 2 session, From Pain to Purpose, on August 14th from 4 to 6 p.m. at Aldersgate United Methodist Church. Call 714-544-3653 to register.
If it hurts your heart, you need to heal it. So if there's something going on in your life, give yourself a great gift, the gift of recovery.